What's going on? What's going on? Y'all know who it is. Your boy Jay Garcia. Y'all are tuning in to the Malc Show. Make sure y'all tune in because we about to speak nothing but the real. Let's go.
You are now tuned in to Sure-Handed TV.
It's the Malc Show, baby.
Oh, Lord.
Jay Gracia.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's the right way to say it, right?
Properly named is John Gracia. A lot of
John
people
Gracia.
say Jay Garcia.
Yeah.
That's where the name came from.
Originally from Camden, New Jersey.
Originally from Camden, New Jersey.
Let's talk about Camden.
We can talk about the beginning.
Growing
I was
up.
born in Lady of Lords. It's in Camden, New Jersey. Mom and dad. Dad super strict. Me and my mom really didn't get along. I mean, as a baby, probably. I don't remember those days, but mom and dad, great role models. Dad worked extremely hard for me and my brother. Camden, tough. Murder capital of the United States.
It has been compared to the surface of the moon here on Earth. Parts of it look like Beirut or Fallujah after the firing stopped. But this is America, and this is what poverty looks like. And look at where we are. That's Philadelphia across the river, muscular, gleaming, and prosperous, just like the suburbs all around here. And then there's Camden, with those two awful titles to its name. It is the poorest city in America, and it's considered the most dangerous city in this country.
Had to grow up. I remember being in the basement, people trying to rob our house. And the only way they couldn't get in is because you got bars in front of the doors.
Oh,
you know,
really?
you got the bars.
Okay.
So remember that. I was like 5 years old. Moved to...
How was school when you were in elementary, then going to middle school?
So the transition was... So from Camden to Florida, I was 8 years old. Like I remember vividly. My mom and dad separated. I'm on a Greyhound looking at my dad.
Really?
Waving by on the Greyhound. I remember taking that trip to Florida. Moved to Boca Raton. My aunts had an apartment, probably 2-bedroom. Me and my little brother and my mom. So it was like six of us. Sorry, in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Right.
And I still didn't know anything. I know my dad wasn't around. Funny story, real quick. The reason my dad came back, my brother was 2 years old. We were on a second-story floor apartment and had a gaps between the railings. My brother fell through the gaps, broke his legs. My dad flew. Next day to Florida.
Right.
Mom and dad got it together. They got back together as well. So elementary, I went to Rolling Green Elementary in Boynton. I was class clown. I like to talk shit. I like to be a part of everything. Love sports. Didn't care for school, man. Got in a lot of fights. Yeah, just enjoy. I like being outside, even since a youngin'. I like being outside.
You were this in Boynton, right, at this time?
Yeah.
How long were you in? How much of your life did you spend in Camden?
So we'll get to that later.
Okay.
I was there 8 years old, and then I had to move back.
Okay.
For certain situations as well. Yeah.
That's at 16 at the time?
Yeah.
So you were in Palm Beach from
8 to 15.
Okay.
Rolling Green Elementary, went there. Me and my cousin Daniel. I lived with him for a while, so we went there. Then I went to middle school at Woodlands Middle School. I played basketball there. We moved to Lantana. My mom and dad got a house in Lantana.
Okay.
I played middle school ball. My name's still on the wall at Woodlands.
Okay.
So I loved it. Yeah, man. I played ball my whole life. I just couldn't get them grades right. So my 7th grade year, I failed, and all my boys moved ahead of me and everything like that. That really bothered me. So that motivated me to get my ass back in shape and just mentally and take school a little bit more serious, man. Academically, I didn't care for it, bro. And there's some people that school ain't for everybody, bro.
Right.
And probably, not saying my parents, again, they were great, but they didn't check my bag. Hey, you got homework, boy?
Yeah.
Nah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And it's not the fault of them. You know, people got a lot of things going on, and I should have been more mature to do my own thing. And then 8th grade, finished 8th grade at Woodlands. 9th grade, I went to St. Lucius. Played football, St. Lucius. Only reason why I play football is because they didn't check your grades. If you know football in Florida, you play sports football first, and then the grades come out. So anybody can play football until that first report card come out. So that's what happened. 9th grade, I made an excuse like I didn't want to be at St. Lucius. My family go to Boynton. I'll be better if I went to Boynton.
Okay.
So I transferred to Boynton with my cousin. And first beginning 10th grade year, they had big hopes for me to play ball. Yeah, we got John coming over here. He's gonna be nice for us. That's when Johnny was a senior, dribbled too much. And again, I just couldn't get them grades right, bro. I just was getting in trouble, fights. So yeah, that's what happened.
What happened? What was your mental health at the time? Because Camden, murder capital, and you're moving back and forth. What was your mind going at that time?
It had to be everybody else but me. Y'all don't see the potential in me. Y'all giving up on me, right? You think people give up on you. No, they're not giving up on you. You failing. It's you.
Right.
And me as a young kid, I didn't want to put anything on me.
So you was just blaming
everybody that I can blame. Anybody in my life is your fault. Right. Everyone that loved me, everyone that tried to protect me, it's their fault. It can't be mine. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know I've been had this bad temper. Y'all know I don't do well with authority. So y'all supposed to do a better job at that. And I didn't know how to manifest everything that was going on mentally with me because I had tough love. Like my dad was always on my ass, always pushing me. But I ain't have like that mother figure. Everybody needs a father figure, but I ain't had that mother figure to really sit down with me and say, this is what you need to do to accomplish in life and this and that, because I was the outcast. I had a little brother. And again, I'm just thinking young. Right now, me and my mom, I love her to death. My brother, I love him to death. But he did everything right, and you're supposed to. He finished school. He got a scholarship. He went to college. I dropped out of school. I got into fights. I got arrested. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, pick your poison. And I was the one that she didn't really know how to figure out or even adapt to. And when I was young, I would blame her. But being 16 with a mom, trying to give advice to some kid that don't listen, it's a broken pencil, bro. There's no point to even try to help somebody like that.
How is that? I mean, because we think about it, especially with young black males and Hispanic males and things like that. We are. Well, I know young black males don't have a lot of dads in their family, but it was
opposite, right?
Opposite with you,
right?
How is that?
Right, and I think that's where we're taught as men, right? As boys, don't cry. Right? That's what your father said. Boy, you better not cry. I give you a reason to cry or something like that. I didn't have the emotional side as a woman to show you how to love, or it's okay to cry sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Or this is how you treat a woman, or this is how. I ain't have that. Right. So every female was a B to me, or every female was, man, I ain't worried about that. I ain't never loved my mom, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it. I didn't love my mom for a long time because of the things I've done to her. Right. But as a youngin', you don't understand that. It's like, it's your fault. You raised me this way. No, I didn't. Right. You raised yourself being 15, 16 years old. So at 16 years old, we got into it bad. My mom, actually, me and my dad got in a fist fight in front of the house. And we rolling around in the grass, and the cops pulled up. I didn't even ask what happened. Both y'all lay down, put a bullet right in y'all head. That's exactly what they said.
This in Palm Beach or Camden?
No, in Palm Beach.
Wow.
So after that, man, they didn't know what to do with me, so they sent me back to Camden. So now, 16 years old, I'm in Camden. Okay. My uncle's a cop in Camden, so they figured he'll get his together in Camden. And I did, man. I did. I was signing up. My Aunt Lori was signing me up to get my GED. I got a job. I felt good. Even though I'm in the trenches more, you almost see it as hindsight, where it's like, if you come from nothing, bro, you don't want to be here. You don't want to stay here. Our whole point, like, when people say, oh, bro, you forgot about the hood. I lived here my whole life. I can't forget about something that I came from. So it's like me being there made me embrace or made me enjoy Florida a little bit more, made me want to do better because I don't want to be here.
Yeah, because when we looked at the video and things like that, it was the poorest in the country.
Right.
People selling drugs right in front of the
cops,
officers.
Right in front of the cops. And like you said, it's the poorest city in the country. So what are you looking at when you step outside? You're looking at houses that look like they're burnt down, but they're not. People live in them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You saw the video. The houses look abandoned. They're not. So what is your vision? Do you want to stay here? You already seen Palm Beach. I seen the palm trees. I seen the ocean. I seen the beaches. Do we got trenches in Palm Beach? Absolutely. Everybody got trenches. But we ain't got grass. They ain't have grass in Camden. No. They got potholes and you walking around. There's nothing out there. So it made me embrace Florida a little bit more. And everything was going well, man. Playing the summer league in Camden. And one of the referees were actually like assistant coach at Rutgers Community College. And he was like, yo, you got talent. You got your GED. And I'm like, no. So I told my aunt, I need to get my GED. Sign me up. She did it. I took a girl out I was working at Target. I took a girl out. Didn't know she had a boyfriend. I'm dropping her off. The boyfriend outside, waving the pistol.
Wow.
Shooting. Yeah, so like my uncle was like, bro, you can't get nothing right. We giving you a platform to get better in your life, and you still messing up. Then he sent me right back to Florida.
Did he shoot at the car? Or what?
No, it was just a simple fact. It was like you bringing drama to my house, right? And you bringing drama to my family, and I don't need it no more. Right. Besides that, and I was emotional. Talking about emotion, I was emotional because I'm like, bro, I'm finally getting right. And you gonna give again. You giving up on me. It's not me. It's y'all giving up on me. You just got me a job. I'm getting my GED. I can go play ball. Why you just gonna send me back? And it's just something that happened. So 18, I come right back, and yeah, man.
So now back in Palm Beach, 18 years old.
Back in Palm Beach, 18 years old.
One of my mentors,
one of my closest people I look up to, Wilkins. Local basketball star, Forest Hill High School. I remember being a little kid with my dad going to go watch him. He started an open mic. I remember going to the open mic and just falling in love with the environment. If you ever been to an open mic, it's more poetry, R&B, candles on, dark set. But I just love the fact of the lyricism, the words out of poetry. If you really listen to poetry, they're almost like rappers, like Commons and Kanye West is. So and he's a super talented poet. So I fell in love with poetry at that time. So it really helped me embrace my music side, right? Okay. So I've always wrote music. Like 15 years old, my best friend Max has a studio in the house. Okay. Now he took it always serious. Me, I would freestyle. I'm a big fan of like Fabulous and Cassidy, showing my age, Lloyd Banks. Right. So like punchlines and metaphors. So I would always write them down. And I used to get in the booth sometimes, but I wasn't talking about nothing. I was just bar. And they were like, yeah, that's straight. So I remember doing like a freestyle video, and I thought it was the hardest thing ever. And I remember sending it to Wilkins, and this is the time Wilkins now works for the Palm Beach Post. He's doing his thing. He said, bro, amazing with punchlines and metaphors, but what are you talking about? Right. What's the substance in your music? And I thought about it for a while, and I didn't get mad. I almost understood like what he was talking about, because it's like, yeah, you can bar heavy, or you can have metaphors and punchlines, but if there's nothing behind that, then it's irrelevant, man. It's nothing. So then that's when I took the craft of writing a little bit more deeper. I took it more thoughtful. I thought about my lyrics more. What am I talking about? And there was a long stretch of my life where I stopped writing music because I didn't know how to do it. Right. I was like, I don't know how to be nothing else but this. So sat back and just thought about it, and then I realized like I got a lot to talk about. I got a story to tell, and that's when everything started flowing. So the pen got back onto the pad, and then the rest is history, man.
I was gonna ask, how do you? What's your process in writing music? Because, like you said, and even some comments that I saw was, people about you being that lyrical rapper, battle rap type rapper, and like you said, even with the bars and starting with the poetry. What is your process in writing and just separating
my freestyles from
freestyle hardcore rap from the love songs, the pain songs, the song you write about your mom and things like that?
Honestly, for me, I don't know how every other artist feels, the beat. For me, it's the melody of the beat. If I find that right beat, I can write a whole song in 10 minutes.
Right.
And so as soon as I hear the right beat, it comes out automatically for me. Whatever's in my thought process will come out as soon as I hear the beat. So for me, it starts with the beat. I'll write everything in my head and then start writing it down as I go. So it's almost freestyling, but then I'm still jotting it down because I don't want to forget. Like, oh yeah, that was hard. Boom, boom, boom. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Write it down. And then with a freestyle, it's almost more like whatever's relevant to culture of right now. So it's no thought process at all. It's me picking the top 10 more popular topics of life and just going at it like that.
So your music, well, you have Young Kings and then Lord Knows.
Right.
Young Kings more relevant now, talking to Young King.
Right. So the first album, The Return, you have more songs like Young Kings, Good Die Young.
Okay.
You have Circle of Life, where I'm talking more pain, more realistic to what we go through in our society, meaning anybody. I'm not talking just African American, Hispanic, Caucasian. We all go through something. We all have a story, right?
And that's what you dropped on June 27th.
June 27th, The Return, right.
The Return, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that album is more me. Whoever I am, you're getting all of it now. My family, my uncle on drugs, me and my mom not getting along, her not picking up her phone, but me praying that she picked up her phone, right? My cousins just getting out of jail off a bid off a robbery, right? There's just what I've been through in my life all balled up into one album.
Okay.
And now with the Encore that's going to be dropping in October, this is more of still my family, but now getting back into what you said, like I'm still that guy that can jump into the punchlines, the metaphors, but now we're going to add story substance to it, right?
Right.
Like I never finished school. I felt some type of way until I heard College Dropout from Kanye. Right, he didn't finish school, right? But Kanye just made a bill. Without the red hat, I might as well do the Conway. I don't support who he supports, but he ain't finished school.
Right.
He just made $1 billion, so without the red hat, I might as well do the Conway.
And I understand what you're saying because a lot of people still buying Donald Trump books, how to run a business, and things, just to know the business side, but don't like them.
No, and that's like a little bit of what we talk about with music, right? You got to separate your life from what's going on in the culture. I still have to talk about who I am as a man, but I still got to let you guys know about what's around us as well, everything that's current. So like Donald Trump, you might not like him as a president. He's probably the worst president, and that's just opinion. I'm not going to say that. Whatever you guys think, you think, but I'm just saying a lot of people don't like him, but people still buy his books. Why are you still buying his books? Because they want to know how he became a billionaire or what happened with him. And that's what it is with music, right? Like after you tell your story about your life, what else do you have to offer? You go through stuff. Yesterday you went through something. You can talk about what you went through yesterday. So as long as you're an artist and create magic through your pen, you have something to talk about forever. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z almost 50 years old. He dropped 444, and that was probably one of his best albums ever because it was so influenced by what African Americans go through right now, right, with OJ and all that. That was an amazing album, and that's him in his later years. Like, how much music has Jay-Z put out for him to say, let me get in my late 40s and still give you one of my best albums ever?
Yeah, I was the most recent Breakfast Club interview with Ice Cube. I forgot. I wrote the quote down and I tweeted it.
Right.
But it made sense. It was more like a artist pretty much needs to know how to control their narrative. Speaking about their life and controlling the narrative, because we clearly knows that the music industry is very dirty,
right?
And a lot of people have to talk about things or just make songs that has nothing to do with them
at all. At all. I seen a video. Again, Jay-Z is one of my highly influential. I love, my favorite rapper is Jay-Z of all time. So he has a DVD called Fade to Black.
Okay.
And there's a dude rapping in a studio with him. And Jay-Z said, "You felt that?" He was like, not really. But I know this is what people want to hear.
Yeah.
And Hov like, what? You writing for what other people want to hear?
Right.
But you're not even liking what you writing down. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's popular. And I'm like, that's how I feel. Like, I would never write about smoking, drinking, hitting licks, killing.
Right.
I've never done any of that. And if you know me like, John, stop, boy. You don't smoke. Yeah. You don't drink. You don't rob. So it's like, for me, I'm not going to give you what society wants to hear because it's popular. I'm going to give you my life, and I'm going to introduce you into who I am and bring up everything around us that we're going through. So that's big for me.
So your music, what's your influence? What are you trying to?
So like I said, my influence. So I'm gonna give you my top 5 rappers. And see if you get a little bit of it. That goes from Jay to Pop with storytelling. Jay-Z just through his life, pun, lyrical. Pun was super lyrical. T.I. Little South in me. A lot of South in me. How I rap, all that. I love T.I. T.I. can go both ways.
Right.
And then Fabulous. So Fabulous with the punchlines, current events, metaphors. So all 5 of those try to be mixed in one.
What makes you continue to make music? Because are you getting any? Do you feel as though that people are getting something from this music, so you're putting it out because a lot of people can relate to it?
Right. I think a passion of mine was always music, right? But then family comes first, so you have kids and you have a wife, and then that goes to the side a little bit because you're not getting paid off of it, right? It's almost like a hobby now. And the older you get, that's the only thing you can't stop is time. So that had to be on the brakes for a little bit, but then everything is a circle of life where it's like, my life is good right now. Now let's go back into the music.
Right.
And let's really knock this out. So going back to the subject, a lot of people hit me up and said, bro, I really appreciate this album. I love this album. You don't understand how big this was for the city. When I talk about walking to the Palace 12 deep on a Friday night, people know how important it was on a Friday night. Getting danced on by a little freak, that was bragging rights. You remember getting your little dance on and going back home. I had 3 girls dancing with me. Right. So little things like that, like playing football, tackle on the grass, 2-hand on the road, quarter for Lil Dilly's Pink Lemonade, and Rolling Green, the white sand. I remember all that vividly. If you from where we from, you know Lil Dilly's is crazy. We always did 2 hands on the concrete, tackle on the grass. Like I said, just going back to where we from and embracing all of that and mixing it in with the punchlines and the metaphors and the storytelling. It's like, y'all, I'm not saying it hasn't been done before because we had the Triple J's, we had the J Reds of our generation, but I'm giving you almost everything. I'm giving you the storytelling of Pop, right? I'm giving you the punchlines and metaphors of Fab.
Right.
I'm giving you the hustle, the grind, like Motivation, Young Boss, of Jay-Z. So I'm giving you a little bit of everything, and my accent, I'm South, I'm country. You can hear it in my accent. I go home and I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? Why you talking like that? So that's T.I., you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving you all of this mixed in one, and that's what I'm trying to do and influence the youth, right? Like I said, you know, before you get that 5 to 10, get a 9 to 5. Like, stop doing all that, bro, because when you go to jail, your homeboys won't come visit, females won't pick up the phone, and it's just gonna be you in that cell. Like, and I don't think it's worth it. So I try to embrace more and influence more than tell our youth to go ahead and pick it up. Go ahead and sip. Go ahead and pop. That's doing nothing for our where we from, man, but killing each other.
What do you think about what's going on today? We are in a crazy time. During the corona. We're in the corona right now.
Right.
But we're also in a time where it's extremely, we knew it was racist, but now it's just extremely, like, people are getting exposed. And
that's a great word. I was just going to say that. Will Smith said racism has always been alive.
Right.
They just got it on camera now, right? The cops are showing us everything with the camera on their...
with the webcams.
Right on their bodies. They showing us what they doing to us. And we didn't get to see it on a global stage like we're seeing it now. And, bro, I don't know, because I don't know how to pinpoint why it's happening or why we not stopping it. But I don't understand how, like, with I Can't Breathe, right? He was preaching the word. He was changing his life. And we're talking about everybody from I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. Just from everybody in general that ever had police brutality, man. Anybody.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Well, George Floyd.
George Floyd is the most recent, right? That sparked everything. But then George Floyd, what was he doing wrong? Like, I'm asking for everybody. I would love that answer.
Yeah.
For them to do what they did to him. Nobody's have ever asked the police officers, what did he do? Because we see the video, right? He's standing up. Then we see him in handcuffs.
Right.
He wasn't resisting. Then we see him on the floor. There's a back picture showing 4 cops in a line laid on him.
On his body, yeah.
One on his neck. Then you hear him saying, I can't breathe. So what happened from that video to him being on the floor? Why was he there?
Right.
We don't have answers, but then the police officers still got bailed out. How are they still walking free?
After George Floyd, it was like, it felt as though the numbers went up rapidly.
Right.
From protests. I was frontline in protests, so
you were right on 95.
I was on 95.
Right. No, right. And that's what, but why did it take so long?
Right.
Why it's always happened, right? It's been happening, and I'm glad we're standing up for everything. But we should have done it a long time ago.
It has been done.
Trayvon.
Yeah.
That was a security guard that wasn't even on duty.
Right.
And he's just doing it for his neighborhood. Trayvon lived in that neighborhood. Right?
Rodney King.
Right.
We going
That's
back.
what I'm saying. But they did something about it in California. That riot was ridiculous.
Exactly.
Right? And Trayvon, now, the killer, Zimmerman is signing Skittle bags.
Yeah, he is.
How does somebody get away with that, bro? Where if the tables were turned and a police officer was on the ground and your knee or my knee was on that police officer and he dies, where do we go? We under the cell.
Yeah,
we under the that's an electric chair.
And we're getting beat and tortured because
right.
police officers.
But for them, all of them are out. All of them. I saw a video of one of the cops in the store buying groceries like it was a regular day.
Right.
How does that happen? Justice. That's what they stand for. There's no justice in anything that they do. Back in the day, calling the police was a good thing. Right. Now, you might get the police turned on you for you calling the police officers. I seen a video of a 4-year-old, 5-year-old little girl. Cops pulled up, female, Caucasian police officer, and the 4-year-old little girl went like this.
Right.
You know what the police officer did? Cried. Because all of them ain't like that. But some of them, it's been manifest so well where in our minds, where we from, every police officer is like that.
Yeah.
Right? You get that story like, listen, you get pulled over, put your hands and don't move.
Start recording, call someone, call 911.
You know what's crazy tonight? It just happened to me 2 days ago, bro. I'm chilling in Boynton, my cousin's house. Cops pull, we on the dirt bikes. But we're not on them. We're not riding. We're just there. They get out their cars, start filming us, taking pictures of us. They take pictures of us. They get in their cars. They about to leave. I'm standing still. Police officer blew a kiss at me. Just for you. I'm watching you.
Wow.
Watching me for what? I ain't do nothing to you.
Wow.
But that's what they want. They want me to snap. They want me to say something to them after that kiss. You good? Keep going. I'm not saying nothing. My aunt's in the background. Johnny, don't say nothing.
Right.
I'm not, cause you trying to antagonize. You trying to push me to go there. No, I'm not doing it. Go ahead, blow your little kiss. It's wild, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it just happened.
I mean, we're living in a crazy world. I mean, we don't know what we cannot do. You know?
Nah, that it's crazy. Like even with the corona, right? It's like wear a mask, don't wear a mask, wear a mask. Now they're saying the numbers have been lied about, and it's way lower than what's been said. And LeBron said, and I think it's a fact. We gotta adjust. We don't know if life will ever be the same. We can't keep complaining about it, man.
Right.
We gotta move forward in our life. And we gotta wear a mask for the rest of our lives. Guess what? You used to go to jail if we wore a mask. Now we go to jail if we don't wear a mask.
Right. That's crazy. Life it definitely switched.
Right.
Took a whole turn, 360. What do you think during these times, you know, as an artist, and even me as a journalist and a host, there's no shows. There are no shows. So all we're doing is making music.
Right.
And depending on the streams.
Right. As a journalist, as an artist that you are, and an artist that I am, I think it's helped me. I don't know if it helped you, but sitting down and just writing again felt like a fresh new start for me. And I'm taking this time and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it right now because we got to move forward. So there's no shows, there's nothing to do but write music. And we can't go on tour. We can't do shows at our local places. No, we got to hustle our music through Instagram, through TikTok, through Facebook, through social media. And right now, 10, 20 years ago, we'd probably be hurting. But because of social media, because of what all the stuff that we have, we can prosper and succeed from it.
Right. I know we spoke about family earlier, and you're pretty big on family. Your family is pretty close.
I'm huge on family. I was just telling you, every night is a party at my family's house, and it's not. It's just all of us live right by each other.
Right.
And if we go over there, me and you together right now, when you went over there, they were just hanging out normally, and that's what it is every single night. Family's everything to me. I think that's what keeps me sane. For me being a young kid going to jail and them being there for me, for me going to jail, them not being there for me.
Right.
Because the ones that love you ain't gonna always be there for you. They gonna make you sit your ass in that jail cell and you understand what you did wrong. With my wife, she's helped me so much, bro. Like I said, with little things like credit. We weren't taught credit growing up. Responsibility, how to be a better man, and I thank her for all of it, bro. It's funny because you don't know who you're gonna end up with, but when you end up with the right one, you know. And the old me was worrying about being out, girls. Now, bro, like I'm good with being home and hanging out with the family, and so family is everything to me, and I'm gonna keep trying to be the best person that I can be for everyone that's around me, man.
When growing up, I mean, like we said, the swap, not having the mom in your life. How was that when you start dating? How was your love life? Did you know how to love a woman? You know, were you
right? So with again, right? My mom was in my life every day, every single day. I live with her, but because of how I grew up and how I choose to live my life, not her fault, my life, we really didn't have nothing to talk about. Or she was, like I said, she was more worried about my temper and me saying something to her and snapping on her. So we really never embraced that love, that relationship. So with women, bro, as a youngin', I ain't have no feelings. It was like more like, you know, if we're going to do that, do this, and that's it, bro. And I'm not going to stay with you, and I'm not going to lay down with you. I'm just going to dip. And I had a lot of people tell me, bro, I just don't know how to love, period. Even to this day, I still get it sometimes. Like, you just cold-hearted, or you don't realize what you say until it's too late. Or how can you love me and treat me this way? You know, you tell somebody you love them, and the next minute you say, man, you a... Or,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's mixed emotions. Now, next time you say I love you, they gonna think about the times you called them the B word or said F you and all that. Like, and I used to do that a lot, bro. I used to put so much people through pain because it's like, yeah, I do love you, but as soon as we get in an argument, I'm gonna act like I don't even know you. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna call you every name in the world, and I lost a lot of people. And my fiance now, she didn't back up from it. You know, a lot of people, again, they didn't give up. They gave up because of who I am and knowing, oh, he ain't gonna change. This one didn't. She was like, you gonna change who you are, and it ain't gonna keep flying with me. And so yeah, it helped me a lot meeting her and embracing love, because I don't even hug my dad, and I love my dad, but I'm such, again, it's just how I was raised, bro. Even when I go to my cousin's house, all my aunts, my wife, my fiance will kiss them. Hey guys, hey, not me. When I say bye, all right, y'all, I'm gonna holler at y'all, and I don't know why. I can't give you that reason. While we doing this now, you'll notice that I can't look in your eyes all the time. I'm always moving around. And that's with everybody, bro. That's with everybody. I don't know why it's not like I don't trust them. I don't know, but I just can't. It's not in. I'm still learning how to find that person, bro.
And doing that, like you say with your fiance, how's co-parenting?
So, again, maturity, right? Growth. The beginning, when you have a kid with someone and then you're not with that person, mentally, you still think you with that person. You can tell them what to do and who to be with. And my kid better not be around. So, bro, it's going to happen.
Right.
Guess what? You go to jail, it's still going to happen.
Yeah.
So, for me, that's what happened to me. I went to jail for a little altercation. But then sitting in jail, and I want everybody to know I wasn't sitting in prison like 3 days. But them 3 days, bro, you think, you sitting down thinking, I'm like, bro, I'm not going to jail again for that. She, whoever she's with, it's going to happen if I'm outside or inside, right? So, God put a wonderful woman in my life, and God put a wonderful man in my son's life.
Right.
I ain't got nothing bad at all about the person that she is with now. And I love who I'm with. And co-parenting is amazing, man. We do the birthdays together.
Right.
We go to baseball games. They talk. My fiance and the mother of my children, because she talks to all of them, bro.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a middle ground of happiness and maturity. And another thing, let's talk about when you're truly over somebody, you want them to be happy.
Yeah.
Right? Because you still raise my kid. I don't want you to be with some dude that can harm you, because you with my son or my daughter. So when you really over somebody, you truly want them to be happy, and that's where we're at with everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it in October. Well, first the return. And you're talking about the pain and life and the family.
Yes.
And what you dropping the next album?
So nobody. This first one to know this. The October will be dropping the Encore. The second album will be out in October. Extremely excited about the Encore. I'm so excited about it. I released a song already off of it. I wasn't supposed to, but I love the record so much. So with this album, it's still family, but it's more of branching out now, trying to go get the bag. It's time to hustle now.
Right.
It's time to, if I do got a chain, you can't snatch it from me. If I can't snitch even if you paid me. So now it's more about talking about life as the bottom, the streets on, trying to go get it now. So this one's going to be a little bit more hunger, a little bit more pain when it comes to the hustle life.
Okay.
Not about the family, more about now it's time to go get that bag and time to go get that mansion on the beach. Now it's time to go ahead and go get that. Yeah, so that's what this one's about.
The return had what? One feature?
One feature.
Do you have any features on?
This one's going to be fun. So the return, I decided to do no features because I didn't want somebody to say, oh, he had help the whole album.
Right.
Right? No, I gave you a full body of work of me because I want you to know I can write my ass off, and it's me. My cousin's on Good Die Young, and that was his first time ever in the studio.
Oh, wow.
Ever. So he's always written music, loved music. He's writing a book. He's an article, but he's more of the Lupe Fiascos.
Okay.
The Commons. His album is going to be 100% different from mine.
Yeah.
But he can write his ass off.
Right.
So I was like, bro, I got a record for you. I got a record for you and only you. And he did it, and people love Good Die Young. The second album, I gave you me. Second album, I got features. I got Van Damme.
Okay.
Got Van Damme on it. I have Nikki B on it.
Okay.
Nikki B is an artist from here as well. He moved to California, but he's a lyrical assassin, bro. And we just did the new single, Lord Knows, from the Encore album.
Okay, that's from the album.
Yeah, and he's on that one. Working on Triple J. I had a friend that reached out to Trip. I don't know him, but a friend knew him.
Yeah.
Sent him my music. He was like, okay, I like it. I did a song called Circle of Life, and I'm trying to get him on the remix because nobody's story tells like Trip. So that'll be a great one. Again, not a lot, but people that I respect. So you got Van Damme, you got Nikki B,
right.
You got Trip possibly. So it's gonna be awesome.
We got to do a song, man.
Right. People, I mean, everybody knows you as a journalist, add music too, as a barber as well.
Hey, man.
But we got to go ahead and link up.
I've been in the studio lately, dog. I've been working on a lot.
But you've been in the studio, why? Because you have time now, right?
I got time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And Palm Beach right now is on fire, bro. Like everybody's dropping. Everybody.
You don't have no choice but to drop.
No, and you better drop something for real. You can't be singing no more. It ain't no more people really we rapping together. Right? You got Van Damme dropped the album. He's rapping.
Yeah.
I dropped the album. I'm rapping. Triple J is rapping. Like, we rapping. So if you want to come with the harmony, Glee class, cool. But make sure it's hard because Palm Beach coming back, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited. For it.
Well, we're waiting on October.
Yeah, I can't wait. October is going to be... Encore is going to be amazing. Like I said, think more Black Album. Think more Swiss Beats. Think more Kanye. First album was more meek, real dark and deep. This one's going to be more fun, more lyrical.
I forgot to talk about the artist collabs. You, Fifth Street Bree. You talked about... So
Fifth Street, I'm sorry, yeah, Fifth Street's on the second album as well. We did a song together, and I didn't know Fifth Street, still don't know Fifth Street, right? But people that are genuine and 100% who they are can notice that, and he noticed that with me. I reached out, I said, bro, I got a song for you. You don't like it, don't do it. You like it, let's do it. And bro was like, bro, I rock with it, let's go. And he did it. And the song is amazing, bro. Fifth Street talks what Fifth Street know about. Yeah. And I talk about what I know about, and that collabo was amazing, bro. And I appreciate him for it. Y'all will hear it on the second album as well. Yeah. Fat Joe. So like with the people, we'll talk about with the Fat Joes, the Dave East, the Cassidys. I don't know how they're hearing my music, bro. And I respect it. And Mano and all of them that are saying, bro, your music is hot or whatever, cool. But after that, it's more like, and it's industry, right? You can't get mad. You got to learn from everything. The first two messages, I get hype, showing the wife, we get hype. Right. Then the second message after that is like, yeah, just throw me $650, and I'll throw you.
Just to be clear, you're talking about the DM
from Fat Joe, from Bow Wow, from Dave East, and these are all artists that I respect, right? But from being in the game now, like for real, the first two from Bow Wow, Dave East, Fat Joe was like, yes, we close, they noticing, and they still noticing, right? I don't know how they hearing my music to even DM me, but it's the industry, man, so you can't get hype about anything. They hit you up the first time, get you hype, and then the second time is, yeah, throw me $650, boom, you know what I'm saying?
So you looking at a few comments
right now, man.
What is the feedback from? What is it? What you just dropped, Lord knows, or
no? It's from the album still. So somebody, one of my close friends, or one of my friends I grew up with, He's known for speaking his mind and being real blunt about everything he talks about. And he dropped the status on Facebook that a lot of people talking about right now, just saying that the body of work that I put out is better than anybody that is out right now in the city. And for me, it's love, right? From my family, it's love from the fans, from everybody that embraced it. But more importantly, I'm not gonna disrespect the people that came before me.
Right.
The Triple J's, the PCCs, the Tweezies, Cool Boo, anybody. I'm just not gonna do that to the city. I'm not in competition with my own peers. But the simple fact that I'm getting compared to Triple J that's been doing this since cell phone stay ringing, pocket chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's humbling to me. This is my first album, bro, and I'm already getting compared to the GOATs of our city. I'll take it.
What do you think about Palm Beach? I mean, because you look at Atlanta, and people talk about it all the time, about just artists working together. Artists. I
don't know why we don't. I don't know why we don't do it more. No offense to Atlanta, they got the wave and how they rap, but we rap for real down here, man. I don't think we don't get along. Not get along. We just don't collab enough. Everybody want to be the king of something.
I think it's a lot of pride and once somebody start getting some recognition, they don't recognize anybody else.
Or it's like, oh, bro, feeling himself. I ain't messing with him. He think he better than everybody. No, bro. Like think about the past, right? From Florida in general, you had Trick Daddy, right? And then who really messed with Trick? Like in his camp, Trick ain't have a lot of Iceberg, little people. And then you got Ross. Ross ain't signed nobody from Florida. You got Meek, you got Wale, you got Stally, you got every other place. Uncle Luke signed Pitbull. Yeah. But Pitt did his thing. But Atlanta, man, you got Youngblood, Lil Jon, you had Bone Crusher, they were all together, bro. Everybody was together, and we don't do that. And I commend Lost Key, rest in peace to the big homie. But they were there. They were there. I don't know if they're still working together, and if they are, I hope so, because that's what it should be. I think all of us should get in the studio one day and go crazy.
Yeah,
I want to be the Barry Gordon of that.
I'm working on something.
Motown, Barry Gordon of Palm Beach. I think if we had a label out here, like, rest in peace, Big Homie had, it can happen, bro.
Yeah, man. I think I'm doing that as far as linking up with a lot of artists, but on the journalistic side. But I'm actually still putting that bug in the ear, like I ask everybody. That's the same question I ask. But everybody giving me the same response. I think we should work together.
I'm cool with that. I got nothing but respect and honor for everybody that I mentioned.
So, what about Mike Smith? You work with Mike too?
Mike was talk about it. Another humbling experience. I remember hitting him up a million times because I heard about him doing a freestyle, a verse for verse battle.
Okay.
Because that's big right now with Swiss Beats and Timbaland, verse for verse. And I was always hitting him up like, bro, I'm going to smash that shit. Whoever that's going to be on there, I'm going to be better than him. He like, bro, you better be all this that you talking.
Yeah.
So he started it that night. And as soon as I joined, he noticed my name.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, here go that Chico talking shit. And then it went from there to actually him really like loving me in one of my videos. And I'll show you it. You can put it on one of the videos. He was like, I really like that Puerto Rican. I don't know who want to mess with that boy from Boynton.
So he just checked in. Boynton Beach on the motherfucking check-in. Palm Beach, 561. Jay Garcia.
It's war.
Who won't smoke with that boy, man? Who trying to motherfucking go to Boynton, man? On sponsoring transportation. Nigga, what we doing?
Let's get on the flight.
So that humbled me and gave me a lot of respect. Certain things happened between the battle where I spoke out on it, and he, it was disagreements, and I'm okay with that. But still, 100% to Mike Smith and Rondo. Rondo got a song, Got No Feelings right now, and it's going crazy. So it's nothing but love and respect for them. We didn't get to work with each other because of the differences, but it's still love.
You think we can get some battle rap events going on down here?
I don't know. Do you? And we can talk about it now. How many people do you know like real lyricists?
That's what I'm.
No, I'm asking you too. Like what? Who? Punchline, metaphors. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. That's why I'm asking that.
I don't know. I don't know how many people can. I don't know, because is it gonna be more of I shoot you and bet, like it ain't gonna be nothing else, or is it gonna be real penmanship and sitting down? And I don't know a lot of no disrespect. I don't know a lot of lyricists like metaphors and story build up and all that. So
we can try something out. I can work on something.
And yeah, but I think we can. I think it'd be possible.
We try it out. Maybe we need to put something out there so we can see who's lyrical. You know, I mean that's where it is right now. That's where music is going.
Right. I got no problem signing up.
Okay. Before we leave, I usually give your spiel. So I love education. I love advice.
Right.
So if you have anything to say to a youngin, maybe from Camden, or someone who's trying to pursue a music career, or someone who's playing basketball, or don't have a mother or father in their life, or anything that you could have been going through, or anybody in your shoes, what type of advice would you give them to keep them uplifted?
I would say believe in yourself. I would say go with what you believe in and don't let nobody else stop you. Fear is crazy, right? You walk in the gym, you're not that good. You see people hitting 15 threes in a row, you walk out. You try to lose weight, you walk in the gym, you see somebody doing 3 plates, you walk out. You get into the studio, you want to do music, but then one of them killers in there before your session, you walk out. Believe in yourself. Practice. Practice. I'm the opposite of AI, right? Practice. Practice your craft. Believe in your craft. A lot of people don't sit down enough and read. Read can help you out. Reading can help you out a lot. So I would say don't give up on yourself. If you have passion for anything, study it.
Right.
Love it. Learn to love it. Enjoy what you do. I think we was raised as saying if you don't do something you love, you'll never be happy.
Right.
If you love music, love it. Embrace it. If you love acting, act. If you love cutting hair, we in a barbershop.
Yeah.
Right?
Shout out to Lions Den, by the way.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lions Den. Quick story about that, why we're in here, and I'll go with that. One of my close friends, one of my best friends, his name is Leo. And he embodied and embraced God so much in my life that I felt like with you and with this environment, it had to be told. I wasn't big. I'm big on God. Let me not say that.
Yeah.
But I didn't practice it enough or listen to it enough. And me and him come from the same area, man. Same everything. And he's almost a year older than me, but he embraced and embodied so much knowledge in me, man, that I wanted to show love back in the most simplest way and just say thank you by doing all this in here, man. I appreciate him for everything and giving us this platform as well.
Well, I definitely appreciate you, man.
Yeah, y'all heard him though. He said we're gonna do a record together, so that's on tape. That's on tape.
John Gracia.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Get ready, October, man. October. The return is out now. The Encore will be out in October. Motivation video coming soon.
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate you. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Doing an interview.
Interview who?
Me, boy.
Interview about what?
The Malc Show.
Your booty shop?
On music.
Your music? Good,
Malc Show, man.
I got time, but I got business to run.
Hey, you heard?
I got a business to run. I ain't got time. I'm only down here for a little bit.
Where you at now?
Huh?
Where you at?
I own a warehouse right down the street. Got motorcycles and all that stuff right now.
Shit. You selling them?
Yeah. This is your barbershop?
My boys.
The boys?
Yeah.
So what's the thing about?
My documentary. Just
About life?
Yeah.
You did went through a lot of crazy stuff though back in the day though.
Appreciate it.
You did want a lot of crazy stuff, man.
Yeah,
You're lucky to be alive in this day too.
We grow from it.
Hey, it is what it is, bro.
All right, baby.
Stay out here, man.
Yep.